beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the end of April right through to the end of May 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details, and I'll never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get your overall energy before I start the details as to what is coming towards you, and we will take it from there. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? Okay, how would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We got the Star energy, we got the Tower energy. Now, the first card is your protagonist energy. The second card is any challenges that are in your way or anything that you need to overcome. And the last card there is your unified energy, the way that things work out. And we've got the Empress energy. So you are coming out on top there. This is a Taurus Libran energy with that Empress card. So this is about knowing your worth. This is about you getting what you truly deserve in your career, and, you know, building healthy foundations and boundaries in the workspace or within your work ethic, making sure that you don't overextend yourself so that you're completely burnt out, or putting your energy and time and attention to things that just get in the way, okay, of your success. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know regarding their career? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. First card here, we have Venus, okay? So that is the card of love. That is about the love and the care and the devotion that you give to your career. Now, it's really interesting because, you know, the Empress card is also a card of Venus. So we've got Mars here as well. So this is about you being very creative in what you do. Mars gives you the force behind it. Sometimes you don't have to, let's put it that, how do I put it? Sometimes, and please don't shoot the messenger, my beautiful Taurians, they're giving me that sometimes you try too hard, okay, and you extend yourself, overextend yourself, which is wonderful, but it's like you burn yourself out as well, okay. Your final card there, we got Taurus, I have, but they want me to go one more. So this means that you will be having more abundance. This is about you owning it. We got 7th house of partners, okay. So this can also be that you and your partner decide to set up in business, or perhaps you align yourself with creative partnerships within the workspace, people aligning to have your back. Doesn't mean you create a business with that person, but it can mean that things become a little bit more positive and supportive in the workspace. But the first card here is you standing out from the crowd. This is your protagonist energy. So I feel like this is you really looking at what you do and gaining clarity as to what you love and what you don't love, because it's crossed here by the Venus card. So this is about you recognizing that actually you have a lot of talent. You bring a lot to the table in your career. You also, you know, trust your intuition. And, you know, I feel like this is something here that you're trying to achieve that is like a dream come true, because a star energy is about a wish. Okay, a wish that you want to connect to. So I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, but the star energy tells me that you're building healthier boundaries, okay? You are connecting to a new phase in life, and you're seeking opportunities within the career space that really speak to your heart. And it's nice that also it'll bring financial reward, and it will there right in the outcome energy. But I feel this is about you being inspired, okay, to do something that you love. So whether you're either stepping away, because we got the Tower energy here, which means there's some sort of crumbling or shocking energy, either you've stepped away or you are stepping away from thinking about the financial outcome. Whilst that is wonderful and you are focusing on career in terms of financial reward, I feel like there's been something here that you've been trying to achieve that you love with all of your heart, and you've been left disappointed sometimes, that you've been, they're indicating sometimes when you take a step back, it will come closer to you, because they're showing me that sometimes you try too hard. Now, we all are guilty of trying too hard in some moments. Have you ever, the way that they're giving this to me right now, I'm scrying in the water. Have you ever just thought about something, Taurus, just like flippantly off the bat, and thought, you know what, I really love that to happen. And then you just don't think about it again. And about a few days later or a month later, it shows up in your world. You're speaking things to life. You're just like manifesting things, but you're not putting too much force on it. But the things that you really love and focus on and concentrate on and, you know, really like will it to life to come to you, it just always seems out of reach. They're indicating it's like a watch pot, it never boils, okay? So whilst you're working really hard towards something, you will achieve it, but it's like, take some time out for you, okay? Make sure that you are not burning yourself out. The star energy indicates a little bit more inspiration in the next 4 to 5 weeks, a little burst of energy that sees you being really creative, that sees you having new ideas, where you know, you're going to be really connected. And I feel like this is about you embracing those new ideas and growing within your career sector. Also, the universe is encouraging you to do stuff that you love, because the money will flow from there. You're getting healthy energy from Venus, which is about, you know, the planet of creativity, of abundance, of luxury. And, you know, I feel this is about you listening to your heart. Shells tend to represent listening. So I feel it's about you listening to your heart and ideas flowing to you to create either new business, or perhaps you're going to have a secondary business on the side, because there's a creative force here. You know, creativity tends to occur within destruction, okay? So if you're like, we got the Tower energy, we got Mars, so there's a destructive force here. You know, whenever you think about the rebirth or the birth of new land in the world, like a volcano, for example, it sort of, you know, it bursts to life with all this energy, and it sort of shakes things up, and everything just sort of crumbles, and then sort of, you know, the molten lava comes away and forms new plateaus, new area where, you know, new life can form. So it's like that destructive kind of force that creates something new and really healthy. So I feel the challenge here is, if there's something you've been avoiding for a while within your creative space or your career, if, for example, you know, you have felt really stuck in a rut and you've been reluctant to look for new opportunity, for example, and you feeling like you've hit a glass ceiling, you may actually take the challenge and decide to walk away from something suddenly, because the Tower energy is a sudden force, a sudden change. So because it's in the resistance position, it's showing me right now, you know that something needs to change within your career sector. Either you're feeling bored or you're feeling stagnant, because Mars is the card of force, which is action. So, I mean, some of you, for example, some of you may be like healing from a past work situation that caused a lot of challenging and shocking energy. Some of you may have lost your job, for example. All of a sudden, there may have been a shock reshuffle at work or something like that, or redundancies. This is something that you've already been experiencing. This is not something that's going to happen. This is something that you found challenging. So I feel with the star energy, you know where you're at now. You know where you need to go. You've been resisting some sort of change. So whether, if, for example, you did not get, you know, lose your job or anything like that, I feel like you are creating a change in your surroundings in order to rebuild stronger than ever before. The Tower energy doesn't have to be a negative shock. It can be just a surprise energy, a shake-up. Because if you think about the tower is like a prison. And it's like you're going round and round circles. These butterflies have been just circling around there in that tower because it's felt comfortable. It felt like you start to get complacent in a routine. And whilst Taurus, you're really good at, you know, involving your energy in routines and building structure and, you know, building a wonderful work habit where people can rely on you. Sometimes the repetitive cycle can feel a little bit stifling and you're like, I gotta get out, I gotta change something. So the tower gets hit by a lightning bolt. Now that can be an external force, or it can be a moment of epiphany where you're like, hey, I gotta change something here, because deep down I feel like I'm going round and round circles and I'm not really elevating to the position I want to get to. I feel like I deserve better. So the Tower energy is like, all of a sudden things get really uncomfortable. You know, the tower's on fire. So those butterflies, they have a choice. Stay in a dead end position or decide to take a leap of faith and flee the tower. Tower is basically stalemate. So shaking something up in order to create new life, or in order to take a risk on something. So with that, I feel there's a creative force here. Mars is actually a very powerful force to move one forward. So I think you're going to take that power that is necessary to make like an ending and a new beginning. Something is restructuring in the way that you work. Now, it may be that you're staying where you're at, but you're saying to your boss, you know what, I love what I do. I really love it, but you know, I feel like I haven't had a pay rise in a while, and I'm just wondering, I'm putting the feelers out, is there anything like that available? And I know we're going through a very economically unsure time in the world right now, but I do feel like there's something that comes out of this that is really positive for you. I feel like you're restructuring something in your career that, you know, is really healthy. And it can even be that you're like, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated in my career right now. What can really challenge me? What can really make me sit up and excite me again about my career? So it can literally be you sort of brainstorming, because, you know, that can be like the synapses of the brain coming alive and saying, okay, this would really excite me within my career. I want to go on this course. So I'm going to ask my boss, can I go on a course? Or it can mean that you're like forming a new company, because you're like, okay, on the side, I could do this because this is really something I'm excited by. I really feel like you're forming something new and exciting, and it actually is challenging, but that's where the excitement lies in your career, okay? And it's something that you love doing. I feel like you're just getting, there's just this huge spark of energy in your whole career sector in the next 4 to 5 weeks that like blows everything like wide open, and you get the best deal. With the outcome energy, we've got the Empress, which is about seeds that you've already sown coming to fruition, that spark, that new life, that, you know, things are starting to be created. The Empress card is someone who manifests their dreams, their goals. They actually nurture ideas and put themselves first. As you can see, she's pointing at herself, and there's a butterfly over the third eye sort of area there. So I feel this is about you seeing the future and changing a situation in order to put your needs first, for you to get the best deal. You're creating healthy boundaries within your workspace. If you work for yourself, for example, you may have been burning the candle at both ends, and you're streamlining a way to work smarter and not harder. You're putting your own health and your own sort of, you know, nourishment first. Some of you are going to be creating really healthy boundaries where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to let any sort of power plays or anything like that, anything destructive. You're going to, it's almost like you're going to use pain for gain. I feel like you're going to change destructive energies at work in order to motivate you even more to be successful. So I feel you're turning a challenging situation to your benefit. The Empress is also a card of abundance, receiving a lot of abundance. And I feel this is a creative power that you have. And, you know, this card is also a card of material prosperity. So I feel like you're going to be very comfortable. You're going to really enjoy what you're doing. And I feel like you're going to be very productive in your career. There's going to be loads new ideas just floating around, and you're going to be doing something really exciting within your career that brings a lot of financial reward and makes you feel really comfortable in a positive way, not in a sort of like lackluster way, okay? We've also got here Taurus, I have. Now this is all about possession, okay? And of course, Taurus, your card showed up heavily. So you are putting your own needs first. This is your outcome energy. To get these two cards back to back tells me that you're going to be in a position of power. You're going to take charge creatively, and you're going to create something really exciting, but also very lucrative financially, okay? And I mean, for example, you may be very productive, earning more money, and the Empress card is a card of like nurturing family as well. So you may be feeling responsibilities for your family unit, for example, you know, being resourceful with what you've got, but also looking after the home space. The Taurus card of I have, this is, I mean, look, there's a big old bull right there. So this is, you know, immediately when I think about this, I think about, you know, things like Wall Street and things like that. But there's a huge coin here. okay? And I feel like financial reward is coming because you've been so hardworking, you've been so tenacious, you've been so determined to succeed, and you will have what you set out to achieve, okay? Your heart and your inspiration, your creativity, you've got a lot of talent they're giving me, and you can, you know, you're the sort of person that even can turn a difficult situation around because you're so hardworking and dedicated to making your efforts pay off. And that's what I feel. You will have prosperity. You are going to achieve and have ownership of your career and financial reward. Now we've also got 7th house of partnerships, okay? So I feel like this is about balance and harmony within workspaces, but it's also about people sort of working together. Perhaps some of you are thinking about partnering up with a person, a friend, or a relative, or a partner, for example, in career. But I feel, okay, so they're actually showing me, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time, they're showing me a leopard. A leopard. Okay, so maybe this is something you've been thinking about for a while, and you've been wondering if you should take a leap of faith and go and partner up with a leopard. No, sorry. what do I mean by that? Partner up with a person who has got really good intuitive skills, instinctive skills. What I meant by partner up with a leopard, that person has got really good instincts or intuition. Okay, I feel like you're trying to use your intuition as to see whether you should partner up with that person. I mean, leopard is so precise. It's almost like a really dark leopard that they're showing me. Someone who's very secretive, but is really good at, I mean, there could be someone who comes your way who gives you a really good piece of advice. They're normally very secretive and they don't say much. They're very wise though, very honest. This person's very honest, very open. But very instinctive, very intuitive. I'm going to pull a card on that just to see what else I got coming there, because that was a very strange slip of the tongue. Perhaps you want to partner up with someone who is a leopard. I mean, maybe they've got a company and the logo is a leopard, or their company is called Leopard or something like that. So please take it as a resonate. It's not going to resonate for everyone, that is for sure, but it's a very odd slip of the tongue. So I just want to see what that is. Can you please clarify? Okay, so this person may, for example, if you're going to go for something or you've got an idea, this person may be giving you really good advice on who to trust or who not to trust, who to invest in, or this could be someone who gives you advice, okay? The Chariot card in reverse is like slow down, or, you know, it's not going anywhere. And we got 3 of Pentacles there, which is a card of teamwork. So it's in the reverse there. So this person may come towards you and tell you that there's someone who does not support you, someone who tried to hold you back, and you gain clarity on a situation. I feel like Leopard, you know what, they keep bringing my attention to this deck here. So I'm going to have a look at this deck. Now I'm sure there is. Okay, this is such a random thing to do, but they keep giving me this deck. So I'm just going to pull a card. I know there is, I think there is even a snow leopard or something in this deck. We've got Goose, Inner Knowing. They're just saying, take a look, take a look. Okay, so maybe they're indicating take a look. It's a dark leopard they're showing me, and they want me to read it. Okay, okay. I hope it's in this deck. They're showing me this deck, so let me see. I mean, what is that? That's a snow leopard. I don't. No, they're saying no, no, no. Okay, I don't know what they. Unless there's a dark. That's it. Oh, okay. They just said that's it. That's it. Well, that's a jaguar. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing in the water. Just so you're aware, this is what I'm seeing. I thought that was a leopard, but it's a jaguar. They want me to read this for you. That's such a random, weird thing to do. They never, ever asked me to do stuff like this. So, okay. It says black jaguar. I mean, maybe you're buying a car that is a black jaguar. There is a jaguar car, right? Maybe they're going to give you advice on that, or maybe they drive one. I'm not sure. Anyway, it says, old soul, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. I've decided not to actually use this deck for this particular reading, but my guides have insisted that I give you this card. So that is important. I'm going to pop that out here for you. So either this person, it's relevant to this person. I'm not really sure. But this is something, this person gives you an honest take on something that is not going to help you to move forward. So whoever this person, they give you some really good advice. Ace of Swords indicates they give you a moment of clarity and honesty. There's an honest, open conversation. Look out for a connection to well, I said leopard because that's what I could see in the water. I thought it was a leopard, but it may be jaguar. Okay, so I'll always say when I'm wrong. I'm only trying to decode the images I get in the water, but this is what I saw. So it's got to be a jaguar then, not leopard. And just because this one popped out, goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident and you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Okay, so important, that one too, just because that one popped out for you. But I'm going to pop that one back. This is the most important one. So there's someone here who's going to give you some really good advice. Trust this person. Trust your instincts and intuition first, I would say. Now let's see what is coming towards you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Nine of Pentacles. I'm only reading the uprights in the decks, just so you're aware. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you know, if you know my readings, Wheel of Fortune tends to show up with a tower moment. As I said, you know, surprises, they don't always have to be negative surprises. We've got King of Chalices here. There is a surprise coming for you that actually, I mean, leads to the sun. That's crazy. I love it. We got Nine of Pentacles, being self-sufficient. Now, this could be a business that you do on your own. So this could be a sign of duality. You're doing some other business, but something that you love doing, that you love spending your time doing, is going to be really financially rewarding, okay? Or maybe you're setting up on your own. This is a card of independence. And I'm just going to get some final cards over here. It's going to lead to a lot of love, a lot of happiness. It's fated. This is like a destined opportunity that's coming on in that will... I'm just going to get that card in a moment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? I mean, there's the Six of Wands is victory, success. Okay, look at this. We got the Seven of Swords. So there's someone here going to communicate that there is Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. They want one more, so I will give it. Ace of Swords. It's so connected. So there's someone here in the month, well, in the next 4 to 5 weeks, who's going to tell you about somebody or a situation that has tried to hold you back in some way. Maybe even sabotage, because we've got a Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, okay? This is game playing. And then we've got a Seven of Pentacles here. So it's like, you may be wondering why delayed success. So for example, if a promotion went over you and you didn't get it, or things have been delayed, someone with that Ace of Swords connected to this Jaguar thing, there's someone you work with, or they're going to tell you about something that's been going on behind the scenes, maybe a bit of drama that has actually kept you a little bit suspended when it comes to your career. I'm just going to go get that card. I feel like that card, I can't see it right now, but I feel like that card is an Ace of Wands, but let me just, because there's like real passionate energy coming from it. Oh, it's an Ace of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Cups there. Close. I got, it was an ace, but there's an offer coming on in. Aces tend to bring offers, news. So with this Nine of Pentacles, it shows me that there is something here that you love doing, that either you're setting up your own business, or you're going independent in some way, or you've been thinking about setting up your own business. It's going to be very, very lucrative, okay? Nine of Pentacles is a card of being very disciplined, being self-reliant, you know, being someone who is self-sufficient and gaining financially. This is a card of building luxury. As you can see, this is a wonderful card. It's the Egyptian Tarot, and there's a third eye, well, it's the Eye of Horus there, which is about seeing the future, which is about seeing financially, you know, yourself in a position of living a life of luxury, and financial gain is coming on in. So I feel you've worked really hard for this, and I feel like you're replenishing your money. You're going to be really good being able to save a bit of money, extra money this month, for perhaps to start a new business, or perhaps to save for a house or something like that. The Ace of Cups indicates there's an offer coming on in, to do with something you love doing. But also I feel like you are starting to look at yourself and what you bring to the table when it comes to your career. You bring so much. You put your love, your care, your devotion, your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into everything that you do, and you should be fairly recompensed for it. I feel this Ace of Cups is about following your bliss, okay? It's also about, it can be about mental activity, about dreaming of something into life, and the universe comes along and offers you that thing that you've been thinking of. So I feel like this is about you bringing your dreams into being, seeing all the possibilities and the potential available to you because of your talent, your drive. I feel like this card is a card of hope, along with that star energy. Hope for you to be self-sufficient. I mean, some of you, because we got the Empress there, some of you are going to be trying really hard to set up a business where you can just work from home, or you work from home and financially have money coming on in on the side. Okay, so I really feel you're taking a step in the right direction to build a financial empire. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune here, which tells me that the right time to move forward on something will be revealed to you. This is a change in your fortune, a change in your luck, and it brings a lot of success. To have the Wheel of Fortune there and the Six of Wands, that tells me you're going to be raised up. Now there's some sort of, either if you work for others, there's some sort of either a raise, a promotion, or some sort of new income coming your way that brings victory. This is you being recognized for what you do, for the talent that you have. There's some really good news coming on in here for you that raises you up. The Six of Wands is also about stepping into the limelight. So some of you, you're destined to be famous or destined to stand out of the crowd when it comes to your accomplishments. And some of you may be a figure within the community, for example, that is noticed for your talents. I feel like your voice is so important. Your voice is incredibly important, they're giving me with the Ace of Swords. People sometimes look to you for advice. So perhaps if you're setting up something online, for example, like a website, or perhaps a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel or something like that, people listen to you and listen to your advice. Okay, there's something about your voice that is very, you speak with integrity and truth. So I feel like there's something there for that as well. But this is a card of reward. So there's definitely a destined reward coming towards you that has been a long time coming. But I feel you've been trying to chip away at your career for a while, and it felt really stagnant, like nothing was happening. Now, this can be that it wasn't the right time, but I feel there is potentially someone here that either has, we'll clarify it actually. I don't want to, yeah, we'll clarify it. Let's put it that way. The King of Cups tells me, because you've got the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups here. So this is either you being, stepping into a leadership role, because kings tend to be about leadership roles. I feel like you're born a natural leader, and I feel like you have a lot of empathy. You understand people, you understand psyche, you understand how to support people and how to get the best out of people, my beautiful Taurians. So I feel like you're the sort of person who would not only be a great leader, but you'd also be a great patron who helps other people raise up as well. I feel like you're non-judgmental, you're very fair, you're a good listener, and you have a lot of respect for yourself. So you understand having respect for others. It's almost like you're really good at rallying the troops if you have people working underneath you, okay? So I feel this is you perhaps looking for an offer to do something that you love and being the best at it, putting your whole heart and soul into it. And, I feel like you are stepping into a leadership position, or a position that raises you up in some way. Now, for example, I really keep getting this energy, though, of you being your own boss. With that Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups, it tells me that you're doing something that you love, where you can be your own boss, maybe even work from home, okay? The Sun card indicates this would make you really happy, and this is maybe something that is motivating you, giving you that energy, that life, okay? I feel like you're becoming aware of where your heart wants to be. And the Sun card is a card of success. So I feel like you're radiating a lot of energy to take you to where you want to go. And I feel like it gives you a lot of freedom as well. There's going to be a lot of abundance that comes towards you. Deep down here, we've got a Seven of Swords and a Five of Swords. Now, I'm going to pull two energies on this because I'm getting goosebumps on one arm and not on the other. They're giving me two energies. Okay, one is that you're thinking about being an independent, like maybe even a freelancer, for example, because the Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be about betrayal and things like that. It can mean that you want to live life on your own terms. You're the sort of person who's not going to conform to the 9 to 5. You are not a people pleaser, and you have a yearning or a desire to be an independent person who works for yourself, or is your own boss and you have other people working with you. The Seven of Swords reminds you, don't go fast. Okay, take it slow, because if you're building something from the ground up, you're restructuring the way that you work, or you're restructuring the way that you earn your money. You don't want to go too fast because you may miss something. As you can see, the two swords have been left on the floor. Okay, typically in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the figure of the Seven of Swords has 3 swords in one arm, 2 swords in the other, and left 2 swords behind, because they could have taken the third sword in the other arm. They could have taken 3 and 3 if that's the case, but they were in a hurry. They missed the opportunity to bring a further sword. So I feel like it's like, don't go too fast. But if you're thinking about being independent, the Five of Swords tells me that you may be a little bit conflicted and a little bit worried about competition, or feeling that there's a lot of it's almost like, what if I fail? Okay, and I feel it's more like with this card and the one that came out here, what if you fly? Okay, I feel like you're going to be very successful. It's almost like you would never let yourself down, because the Seven of Pentacles tells me that you're a hard worker. You're the sort of person who would make it work. You're the sort of person that success will come to you. It will find you, because you're so determined to succeed that you'll actually see your efforts pay off. Okay. Now, I just want to pull a card. As I said, the other energy is that someone here has not been supporting you with whatever it is that you want to do. They may have said, you can't do that. Nobody's that successful, or whatever. They may have tried to rain on your parade when it comes to your dreams. And I feel like you're going to show this person what you're made of, okay? And they're going to watch you rise from the sidelines. Now, this person may have been someone who was in a position of power, or tried to in some way prevent your progress. Let me just pull a card. I feel like there's someone here who is an ally, who you either know or work with, who's going to make you aware of it, or they're going to give you an honest, open conversation about it, okay? And I feel like it actually sets you free on something. The Justice, yeah, someone is dishonest. Justice card in the reverse. Someone has been unfair. Now, this could be someone who is in a position of power and has tried to abuse their power within a situation. It could also mean that perhaps you're trying to get yourself out of a contract. And if you're trying to get yourself out of a contract to explore another avenue, be careful, because this person or this institution or whatever may try to take you to court for it, for example. The Justice card in the reverse tells me someone's not taking accountability for their actions. If you're signing new contracts, I would also look at all the small print, just to make sure there's no hidden clause in there that is detrimental to you, my beautiful Taurians, okay? I'm just going to pull one more. Okay, yeah. So the Justice card with the Three of Swords, I mean, this can mean the Three of Swords is in the reverse position. So this means that this situation can be mended, but the trust can be broken. So if you find out that someone has been behind the scenes slandering you, or saying things, in the workspace, gossiping, that sort of thing, the trust will be broken, but you will hear about it, okay? You will find out the truth of what's going on. The Three of Swords tells me that this can be mended. This situation can be mended. It may hurt you a little bit, but I feel it gives you that desire to overcome anyone who is trying to, like, knock your confidence or anything like that. In the end, you win. That's what I'm feeling here with this situation. It's almost like a petty drama that's going on. I mean, it can mean that, for example, if you are in a partnership and you get a really wonderful opportunity within your career, it can mean that your partner, whilst they support you, they may have fear that you become really successful and leave them. So it can be a lot of things going on within the mix there. So, or it can mean that you're with a business partner and they're not pulling their weight. and you may try to get out of a contract with that person or take them legally to, a lawsuit or something like that. So I feel in the end, you win, because we've got that Seven of Pentacles here, which is, hard work, determination to succeed. This is also a card of finding an alternative source of money, one that you put effort in, but you don't have to put all your effort in. So I feel this is about you also finding a second stream of income, or finding like a new idea where you bring in more money. This card is also you looking at the way that you work, reimagining the structure of how you work, and working smarter, not harder, so that you've got a little bit more time for you. Because the Seven of Pentacles asks, all this effort that I'm putting in, is it worth it? And if the answer is yes, then of course, continue. Find a new way to challenge yourself and enjoy what you do. But if the answer is no, you may be looking elsewhere for an opportunity that is more rewarding, financially and emotionally, than what you're at right now. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough moment. It is a triumphant moment where you win something. It is a brilliant spark, an idea. It is also a card of achievement, okay? Now, the Ace of Swords can be a card of responsibility as well, but I feel like the truth comes out if there is someone here that is exposed, shall we say, for not having your back within something. For example, if you ask your boss, oh, that really wonderful opportunity for a promotion, I see there's a new position up, could you put me forward for that? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they don't. And then you find out about it. You're like, huh. So I feel there's something here that gets exposed within your career sector, but it becomes right. Everything becomes right in the end. I feel like you gain clarity, okay? Now, this is not going to be for everybody, so I just want you to be aware. There may be some of you out there who are going through some sort of procedure to do with your health, for example, and you may be wanting to get back in the mix to work quicker because you're feeling frustrated. Take the time that's necessary to heal, because you don't want to set back in the future, okay? They're indicating slow and steady wins a race. So just be mindful. Take that time to focus on you, love you, create healthy boundaries where you're not overworking yourself, okay? All will be well is what they're giving there. Again, that's not going to resonate for everyone. Now, so they're giving me a song, and it's I heard it through the grapevine. Okay? They're only giving me that part of the song. I got true chills with that. I heard it through the grapevine. So either this is you hear a piece of information, a rumor, maybe something said about you, I'm not really sure, or it's you hear through the grapevine, you heard a rumor about a new opportunity coming through or something like that. I feel like you grab this with both hands, whatever this is, and there's a major breakthrough in your career. This is a great opportunity for you to elevate, okay? And be very happy. Do something that you love. Don't overthink it. I feel you're on the right track, and there's going to be a lot of abundance here. Also, a lot more independence when it comes to your finances. There's going to be a lot more money available for you to enjoy your money as well, is what they're giving me, okay? So finally, I'm just going to get some cards to close the reading. Thank you so much. Spirit guides, guardian angels, can you please guide? We've got break, okay? Cut off. And we've also got chakras. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide? It's so interesting. The break card is number 10. Oh my God, we're getting the same energy. And what? Normally I give 3, and they want me to give 1 more, which is 5, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So what's really interesting is it's number 10, and that is the Wheel of Fortune energy. So you've got Wheel of Fortune, you've got Mars, and you've got a Tower. So there is a major change occurring within your career sector. Whether that's how you feel about it, whether that's how you you're breaking off, you're separating from an old way of doing something, or you're leaving a current career to explore new territory. It says here, ties have been severed in a situation. Release what does not serve you. So whether that's connected to somebody trying to stifle your plans or sort of hinder your progress in your career, because we also have a card over here, which is number 9. Well, when you reduce it, 3 + 6 is 9, the Hermit energy. It says guilt, remorse, regret. So someone regrets, but maybe they regret because you find out, okay? Use your intuition and it will guide you through the circumstances. We got chakras, and it's all in alignment. So you, no matter what this surprise is, you remain balanced in all of this, okay? I feel like if there is a storm, you are the storm, my beautiful Taurians. I feel like you're the ones who are creating something really positive and new in your world. Alignment, energy, awareness. Listen to your body to unlock free-flowing positivity and spiritual power within you. We've also got number 17, which is the energy that you got at the beginning, the star energy. So this is sage. So sage, you know, I always say Sagittarians, their root word is sage, which is to have wisdom, but it's also to have purity, cleanse, purify, clear. You're clearing your mind, getting really honest and open with yourself about what you want in your career. It says sage your home and personal space regularly to expel any negative energies and to promote mental clarity. I feel that's what you're doing. You're removing any toxic, negative sort of energies within your workspace, and you're getting really clear about what you want. And I feel you're actually making way for a new beginning in some way. We've got number 44. Oh my gosh, it literally says, explore new territory, discover. I think I said you were opening yourself up to explore new territory, but yeah. So I feel like you're going to find your way through a difficult circumstance, whether that difficulty was that you felt everything was against you in your career, or that you felt lack of motivation or drive. You're actually going to find your way. And either this is a new like job or a new raise. There's two aces here. So I feel like there is an offer here to do something that you love. You will be in talks with somebody very soon to do something that you love, whether it's an offer as a promotion or a new job, or maybe even you're starting a new sector and exploring complete new territory. But it's exhilarating, it's thrilling, and it's going to be very financially rewarding. It is worth the payoff. I feel like you become your own boss, a little bit more in charge of your own time as well. So I'm quite excited for you, okay? I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Oh, wow. We got the racehorse. Okay, so this is about movement forward. This is about success. This is about being a winner. This card is about, you know, sorry, this trinket is, it's seeing a goal and reaching a finish line. That's what they're giving me with this. And things are going to gain momentum quite quickly once you make a decision. So if you've got a new idea to do something, I would run with it. It's going to be very successful, okay? They want me to put this on the Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny, okay? I'm just going to pop that there to move forward. Racehorse. I mean, maybe some of you, I'm not sure. They're actually showing me now in the water right now a horse race, okay? Now, of course, you know, I don't really ever want to put my views on horse racing or things like that over to others. I'm not here to try and change your views. You know, it's not something I agree with, racing horses, because sometimes the horses get hurt. I know they naturally are runners and everything like that, but you know, but perhaps you are someone who puts money on a race or something like that, or you win on the horse racing, because they're actually showing me a horse race right now. It could also mean that you're backing yourself and that you're going to win this race. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how the horse race, I mean, it could be literally that you finish this reading, you turn on the TV, and there's a horse race on the TV. It's going to resonate in some way that connects you to the reading, okay? So I'll leave it like that. Maybe there's a couple of people in the race for an opportunity, and you're the one that gets it. So let's leave it like that, okay? Hopefully something resonates here for you, my beautiful Taurians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is actually very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is take a moment first thing in the morning to be grateful to the universe for everything that you've received and everything you have yet to receive. The more grateful you are, the more opportunities the universe sends your way to be grateful for. In the comments box below, just put this sentence: I have an attitude of gratitude, and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of April, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? I will not know the person's name who wins it until my guides give me their name on the 28th, okay? So we'll leave it like that. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians. Love and light.